it was exactly how I described it to be. Very turbulent and rather, so pessimistic. But actually, Mozart was an optimistic person. But of course, sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, sometimes it's white, sometimes it's black. So, okay, now let me see. Okay, Filipino composition. Since high school, I was taught in high school when I attended the Philippine High School for the Arts in Mount Makiling. I was told then when I entered my very first year, I was told by the directors at that time that musicians were required to learn compositions by Filipino composers. This actually made sense. We learned to promote the value of our own culture and heritage. And at that time, I was studying with Filipina concert pianist with the late Ernestina Crisologo, who passed away last year. I remember Maestra Ernestina to be the so-called champion for the left hand alone pieces. What's a left hand alone piece? It's not Home Alone. It's not Kevin. it's actually a composition dedicated just to be played by the left hand of the pianist. So which is quite interesting because despite the composition being just composed for the left hand alone, it should sound as if there are two hands playing. So it's kind of rude, sometimes impractical, but it's supposed to be an art. Who composed this composition? It's called a Nocturne, or subtitled The Vision, by Bernardino Custodio, who happened to be my piano teacher after Maestra Ernestina Crisologo. And Ernestina Crisologo was also a student of Bernardino Custodio. So that's how my lineage actually looks like. And this particular composition was composed in 1981, if I'm not mistaken. I was in first year high school. Okay, don't do the math, please. And even though Maestro Custodio did not never mentioned it, but I believe this composition was dedicated to Ernestina Crisologo because as I mentioned earlier, Ernestina Crisologo had actually a huge repertoire of piano pieces that were composed for the left hand alone, and this was meant to actually augment that repertoire of Ernestina. So please allow me, I would like to dedicate this performance to my teachers, Maestra Ernestina and Maestro Bernardino. Nocturne, Vision.